out down bad for a few days. My voice is recovering from being super hoarse, but I'm getting it back together. But you're gonna do your and 704 to 711 is the duration of your repetitions of the sound. Where's your mind at? Your mind is on the green light, spreading the green light around the planet, around the world. You're using visualization. By now, if you've been walking, you should be familiar with the science of the green light. If not, you have some time to go and listen to the science of the green light class on YouTube, Phase One Science of the Green Light. It's the healing color, the unstruck, the unhurt color, right? So that's what you'll be thinking on and visualizing about. And it'll be a light tap to the planet, a light tap to the elders to let them know you're here and say, we ready. Because all we want to see is, can y'all do it together? Can you come together? That's all we want to see. Right? This will not be the first harmonic convergence. It isn't the first, and it won't be the last. You got to go research what happened in 1987. There's a lot of things going on in my life personally. So if that were not the case, which I feel like it had to be the case because they can't make it too easy for me. Look at what world I'm in. If that weren't the case, then I would have definitely taken this harmonic convergence to the public and blew it up. But it just didn't happen that way this time. However, there will be a U. Okay, you have the A coming today or in a few hours. Then we'll do the U. All right. And then the comes. So A, U, and M. Oh, it's 3-part harmony. This isn't the first. This isn't the only one we're doing. So when I push for the U, which is the actual letter for the heart chakra, then I'll push it out to the masses. Hopefully there won't be much turbulence that causes me to not be able to do that. But if so, then you will have some type of material or teaching or something that you can refer to know when it's going to be and what to do. Just like the X Marks the Spot book. Notice if you got the X Marks the Spot book, it tells you about everything that's about to happen and what we're going to do. So it's not just books. Sometimes it's manuals. Sometimes it's guidelines. Things like that. But as you can tell, voice needs a little more work. So I need to rest it a little more. But we're going to be back on here doing more lives, things like that. it was crazy the other day though. Like days ago, when this shit really first hit me, nigga couldn't say shit. But it gave me the opportunity though to listen, and I realized that when I don't speak, nobody don't really be knowing what the fuck going on. They don't really have, at least not from what I've seen, the ability to connect all these dots. Even with the key bridge and all of that, I don't think people see behind the veil unless I speak. And then when I speak, this ain't the first time it had happened, because I took 7 days before off social media. And it was like so much going on and nobody knew what to say. But then as soon as I started speaking, everybody knew what to say. And they started running with the shit. So I think that's where we got to now, where I have to take care of the voice because people need me to speak, right? They need to hear what I'm saying, and more of what's happening needs to keep happening. All right? So, as you know, that's the end of the fundraiser for the 144,000 fundraiser. We're done with that. I'm gearing up for another one in May. All right? So that's going to be $1 million. So there's going to be more conversation leading up to May. Until then, working on the voice, getting it back in order, and yeah, just trying to keep this shit together behind the scenes. A lot going on behind the scenes. Trying to keep this shit together. You know? Yeah, really, I feel like Stand on Business came from Slime Like Shawty. That's who I really feel like it came from. Cause you know, people like Drake be like watching them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And learning from them niggas what the slang and shit is, lingo is. But nigga wasn't really saying that until Slime Like Shawty came out with like, you know, standing on big business, da-da-da-da. I ain't heard nobody say no shit like that. Unless you're from that type environment, nobody went out in the open saying that shit. So I really feel like that shit came from Slime Like Shawty. Not even me. I feel like he made it the shit that nigga want to say. And then Drake made it popular. But you know what Drake do? He just culture vulture. He just gonna listen to see what niggas saying. Probably might not got the same type of attention type shit. And just finesse it. That's all. Yeah, part 1 of the convergence is today. Congratulations for those of you who completed the fast. And for those of you who put your foot forward. Another fast complete. Shoot a culture vulture out the sky. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, congratulations, y'all. Another one. But yeah, it hit me kind of hard, though, because if I wasn't going through what I'm going through my voice, my ass would be in the studio, all kind of shit right now. Back to back. I'd be locked in that bitch. Y'all have so much shit on the way. I see you, Cash. Was it okay that I ate just fruit throughout the fast because of having to go to work and preserve my energy? You do whatever you feel you need to do. It was better that way than to be eating hot dogs and, you know what I'm saying, burgers and shit, or heavy shit. So, I mean, you did what you had to do. Technically, you didn't fast unless you did a dietary fast. Well, what you would have normally eaten, you didn't eat. Well, then you did. And salute to you. You did what you had to do. One of the ways in the future that you can help with that is water. Drinking more and more water. So yeah, you listen to your body, but you also remember your willpower. And know what to substitute with what and for what. 25 years I lived and my soul pulled me back. Don't know why I'm back here. You'll find out. Just keep walking. Maybe the reason why you're here is because you're here. It's not a single purpose or a single reason other than the fact that you are here. And it covers everything you're doing. And everything you've been through. And everything you will do. And everything you will go through. I be getting that shit from the store. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm going to get back, right? I've been drinking water and tea. It got better, shit. But yeah, I use my voice a lot. And I project. Yeah, fast is complete. Yeah, I'm going to feel better, y'all. I appreciate y'all. But I'm about to get on up out of here. Remember, 704, no matter where you are, any time zone, the numbers are 704, which is what they call the crack of dawn. All right? When that light starts coming in, you know your tone. All right? Produce it. Raise good intentions. And at 7-11, assume your prostration. You don't have to be Muslim to do this. You don't have to be Christian to do this. Ground yourself. And however long you feel you need to be there, if it's 2 seconds, if it's 2 minutes, if it's 2 hours, take that time. You'll feel it. Some of you gonna cry. Some of you gonna laugh. Some of you gonna want to be silent. All right? What you're doing is you're getting the attention of the realm itself and saying 2 words. I agree. I agree. That's what your actions are saying. And we need as much agreeable energy as we can get right now. You know, we need that. We still screaming free pops, right? But quiet is kept and loud is revealed. I don't know if he's still in there. Okay? But that don't mean stop saying it. I don't know if Pop's still in there. But we'll still keep saying it. And we'll still keep clearing the name. I don't know what possessed niggas to stop fighting just because it got a little tough. Still say the name. Still fight every time you got to say the name. Not physically. Right? But still bring up the facts. Still bring up the works. And if they don't accept it, that's fine. You still cleared it. Did I have to start the fast on April 1st? No, I didn't have to do it. But that's what I heard a long time ago. Before we even got to the month. All this was being written up months ago. The next book, the 12th book, is called Nothing versus Everything. I think y'all really gonna appreciate that one. Time is 7:04 a.m. If you got the rehab book, You understand why that's interesting? That the crack of dawn is, go look it up, 704. And 704 is that science of God. The letter G, 7, the 0 for the O, and the 4 is D, or GD, G-D. All right, so before I leave, I'm going to let y'all. Oh, you haven't announced the pre-order for the 12th book, so I'm not sure. But I've been working on it. I wish I could play something for y'all, but I don't know if it's going to play on here. I ran into a sister. I was doing a ride. A lady didn't understand or know who I was until I was about to get out. Cause I left my phone and I was like, yo, even though we had only been driving for like 30 seconds, I was like, yo, I just left my phone. I could tip you to take me back. She took me back. Boom, when she dropped me out where I was supposed to be going, I reminded her of it, but right before we got to the spot, she started asking me about my name and all this other stuff. She still didn't know who I was. She asked about P. Diddy. She still didn't know who I was. I reminded her about the fact that I told her I was going to tip her. She was like, oh, no, you don't have to do that. I said, yeah, but it's still an energy exchange. I said, just let me. Right? So I gave her more than what I told her I was going to give her. And then because we had already talked about some music, I told her, I said before I got out that I was going to let her know who I was. So I gave her my Instagram for her to follow. Turns out she was already following me. And then when she finally realized who I was, telling you it was divine. She was like, whoa, like what? She was like, yo, like basically she was like, you got to keep going. She said, you don't even know. You got people out here that's really rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? She said, I can't wait to tell my sister, da-da-da-da. She said, look how God moved. It was all love. Right? So I wish I could play it, but I don't even know how the audio gonna come up. Point being, everybody who need to hear this, and it's probably everybody if you on this walk, because they don't let up just because you walking righteous. It actually, most of the time, get more complicated, more difficult. Right? Don't let down the cross. Don't sit it down. All right? Your reward is in the new heaven and new earth, and you're on your way. Don't sit it down. Keep exercising. Keep eating better. All right? Keep encouraging others. One of the brothers wrote a book, right? I think it's called How to Heal a Broken Heart. I just read it not too long ago. So proud of you, bro. So proud of you. I pay. Facts. Yeah, it's just the ah this time. The ooh will come later. And then the Remember, it's a triad, 1-3-5. 3-part harmony. The root, the second interval, and the third interval, which is really the root, the third interval, and the fifth interval. 1-3-5, the triad. The Om is a 3-part harmony. A-U-M. Remember that. All right? If you want a little more clarity, go listen to the teaching X Marks the Spot. Phase 1. It's on YouTube. The Brother Young Elder. Phase 1 X Marks the Spot. Yeah, my bad. I'm sitting here looking at the words. I ain't know I ain't hit the damn button. If y'all want the books, right? The 2 books I'm referring to are rehab and X marks the spot. You go over them before you get into your convergence, all right? Just skim through those, especially X marks the spot, where I'm literally speaking about the convergence. If you don't have them, send a donation and your email, and I'll get them to you. It's an interesting time, y'all. Something brewing up. Hold on to the rope. All together. And don't be divided. That's the key bridge. A rope, a muscle, a mosul, a neneva, as it's called. A linking point, a nibiru. It's all saying the same thing. A thread, like they came out with. X, like the Twitter that turned itself into. All right? So even though I won't be visually looking at you, I'll see you out in that field. We'll see you out in that field. Never underestimate the power that you have by just being agreeable. Agreeable to what? Agreeable to who? To the Most High. To the divine. To God. To order. And if you agree with order, you have no reason to disagree with me. No reason. How do I feel about Hebrew Israelites? I feel like they know they shit. And it's a strong brotherhood. And any movement or group that becomes self